Well, in part two of Someone on the Suncoast You Should Know, we returned to Heather Messenger, who was diagnosed with what she thought was postpartum depression. It ended up being much worse, but the story of a woman she didn't know helped get her through it. Here's Marco with the rest.
When we last shared with you Heather Messenger's story, we talked about her journey growing her family and her struggles with weight and something postpartum. And when she went to the doctor at first, she was diagnosed with postpartum depression.
Didn't have the same connection with my second daughter as I did with my first.
So she was put on medication, but her symptoms became worse, as did the diagnosis. Postpartum psychosis, a rarer and more dangerous postpartum illness. Postpartum.net says postpartum psychosis symptoms include delusions, strange beliefs, hallucinations, and paranoia.
I didn't feel safe around my children. I was hearing voices telling me to hurt them, hurt myself.
So Heather moved back with her mom, and she got back into fitness as a way to cope with her illness. And after several months, she started seeing results. But physical results, while important for making her happy with herself externally, isn't necessarily a cure internally.
When you look at your children and you think they're my children, I'm supposed to love them no matter what, why did I ever have those thoughts? Why did I ever have those feelings?
And even now, she still struggles with the thoughts she used to have regarding her second daughter.
You have to remind yourself that you can't place blame on yourself. You didn't choose to go through what you went through.
What really kept her going was one story. Heather looked online for people who had postpartum psychosis and information about it. Most of the information was about postpartum depression. But finally,
I found one woman's story, and I wish I could remember who it was because I would thank her, because that one story is what kept me going. Instead of doing what my mind was telling me to do, which was to end my life.
She says some women understandably are afraid to tell others, even family, that they have a mental illness.
There's always a fear that your children are going to get taken away from you. Yay!
But Heather's kids are still with her, and that's why she says, tell your close family so they know what you're going through.
The frustration that builds up kind of makes it worse because people don't understand me. People don't understand what I'm going through, but if you let them know, they will start understanding. If people don't know what you're going through, how can they help you?
She uses her looks and enters competitions like Miss Bikini Universe, which she won in her class in 2016, and she uses those venues to share her story with others. So if you have nobody you trust, she says, find her. Because it was that one woman's story, that anonymous woman, not related to her, who knows who she is, that let Heather know she wasn't alone.
That's what I want to be for women, is that one story that they hear that will keep them going.
Heather Messenger, wanting to be a regular Wonder Woman to other women who feel helpless and alone.
Great story, great inspiration. Now, Heather is working on a website, heathermessenger.com, which she will share nutrition and fitness advice, but will also be used to share her story and help other women as well. It's really a good thing there. Definitely someone on the Suncoast you should know. So,
no doubt.
Yeah.
No doubt about that. Was one of the better ones he's done thus far.
Yeah.
Clearly, he split up into two parts. We were here for a while listening, but it was definitely worth it.
It was very, very
worth
well
the time.
done.